This is the Week 3 post-game wrap-up for the NFL 2011 season. I'm Real2G. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to give you the teams and their scores and the predictions as to who won it. And I'll give you my predictions for Week 4 as well. But that's coming up after we go over the wrap-up of Week 3. Alright, it was the Saints 40, the Texans 33. I had the Saints in that game. The Titans over the Broncos 17-14. I had Tennessee in that game also. I had the Lions over the Vikings. They won 26-23 in overtime. The Vikings had the lead in this game, but the Lions just roared back. I had the Bengals over the 49ers, but the 49ers won this game 13-8. Poor me. It was the Eagles losing to the Giants, who I wanted them to kick their ass, but it was the Giants who did just that to the Eagles, 29-16. The upset pick of the week. For those of you who doubted me thinking that the Patriots would blow up the Bills, think again. And I also predicted that they would win on a winning field goal in Buffalo. Bills did just that, 34-31. The Browns 17, the Dolphins 16. I had the Dolphins over the Browns. Cam Newton got his first NFL win as a rookie. The Jacksonville Jaguars lost to the Panthers, 16-10, of course. I had the Chargers blowing out the Chiefs, but it was 20-17. Chiefs losing to the Chargers, their third straight loss. I had the Raiders over the Jets. That was my wild card team. 34-24. They did just that. I had the Baltimore Ravens whipping St. Louis Rams 37-7. I had the Cardinals over the Seahawks, but the Seahawks did come back to beat the Arizona Cardinals 13-10. I had the Bears to upset the Green Bay Packers, but in turn, Green Bay kept their winning streak alive, 3-0, 27-17 over the Chicago Bears. It was the Tampa Bay Bucks I predicted to beat the Atlanta Falcons 16-13. I had the Steelers over the Colts 23-20. I didn't expect that to be a close game at all. I had them actually shutting down the Colts. And I had the Cowboys losing to the Redskins, but this is unbelievable. Cowboys win 18-16 on 6 field goals. You mean to tell me Tony Romo could have had 42 points and the Redskins could have had 16 points? I mean, Tony Romo, he's not even overrated. He's a geek. He can't be no quarterback. I think Jerry Jones got to make some decisions after the end of the season and upcoming off season. Here were the big numbers for Week 3 of the NFL season. Pass completions. Matthew Stafford from the Detroit Lions. He had 34 pass completions. Passing yards. Joe Flacco from the Ravens. He had 389 yards in passing. Tom Brady threw 4 interceptions in their loss to Buffalo. 16 catches for Wes Welker in that loss to the Bills in Buffalo. Also, he has reception yards, Wes Welker, with 217 of it. Doing all that and still losing to the Bills? Whoa. The rushing yards of the weekend. Darren McFadden from the Raiders, 171 yards, and they win against the Jets. And the longest field goal of the weekend was a 54-yard from Sebastian Janikowski. So those are your big numbers for Week 3 of the NFL season. All right, let me get our picks for this week's games. Here we go. We got the San Francisco 49ers against the Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Vick, they said earlier, broke his hand, but 2 days ago they say he suffered a right hand contusion in his non-throwing hand. He said he's going to be okay to play on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see. He said it depends between now and Saturday or early Sunday. But expect Michael Vick to play against the 49ers, and the Eagles will bounce back and beat the 49ers, rest assured. Carolina at Chicago. I think Cam Newton, who got that first win last week, I feel as though that the Bears will try to rebound, but Cam Newton's still going to have a good game, but the Bears will be the Carolina Panthers in Chicago. The Buffalo Bills at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bills are 3-0 once again. They're on enemy turf, so I do expect that the Bills will go 4-0 and beat Cincinnati. Mike Fitzpatrick just going to be too much for that Cincinnati Bengals defense. Tennessee Titans at Cleveland Browns. Tennessee got a close win last week, but I think Cleveland will try to get their second straight win. But I'm going to say it's going to be Tennessee over the Browns. Yes, Tennessee will beat the Browns in this game. We have Detroit at Dallas. As much as I don't think Dallas has a chance this season, but they're getting little close wins. But I think Detroit is going to go in there with the mentality that they're 3-0. They're not the same team like they were the last 2-3 seasons. I think Detroit is going to go 4-0 and beat the Cowboys in Dallas. You heard it here. Pittsburgh at Houston. Pittsburgh, of course, winning against the Colts. Houston losing against the Saints. I think the Houston Texans will bounce back and beat the Steelers in this game. Minnesota at Kansas City. 0-3 teams. McNabb. If I had to pick a winner, I would say Minnesota will get their first win away against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Washington Redskins at the St. Louis Rams. As much as St. Louis has had some close games, especially the 2 games between Philadelphia and the Giants, it would badly match against the Ravens defense, offense. I think they're going to bounce back and get their first win against the Redskins. The New York Giants at Arizona. Kevin Kolb will meet the Giants for the first time since he was traded from the Eagles to the Redbirds. I think Kolb will get this win against Eli Manning and the Giants. Cardinals over the Giants. Atlanta at Seattle. Seattle still mediocre at home. They got to win. Atlanta is coming off another tragic loss to their arch rival Bucks, but I think they're going to take this one out in the Great Northwest. Denver at Green Bay. Green Bay shouldn't have no problem with this Denver Broncos. Green Bay will go 4-0 at home in Lambeau Field. New England at Oakland. I'm going to go at a chance here. I said the Bills will beat the Patriots, so I'm going to go with another upset. The Raiders will beat the New England Patriots. Miami at San Diego. San Diego coming off that 3-point win. Miami trying to look for their first win of the season. I predict that Miami will still be winless. They're going to go 0-4. San Diego is going to womp all over the Dolphins. In the Sunday night game, New York Jets at Baltimore. This will be the game of the week. Jets lose one to the Raiders. Ravens just romping all over the Rams. But I think it's going to be the Ravens in Sunday Night Football to beat the New York Jets. And on Monday Night Football, Indianapolis at Tampa Bay. The Colts should be the worst possible team in the NFL. We've been told that Peyton Manning will not play the rest of the season. The Dodgers are clearing him just to hang up your cleats. It's just too much. Why bring him back for December when it's only 4 weeks of football remaining that season? I think Peyton Manning is finished, and the Colts is just going to have possibly the worst record since Peyton Manning joined the Indianapolis Colts. So I have the Colts losing to Tampa Bay. Alright, so I went 10-6 last week in my week 3 picks. I hope that week 4 will be just as impressive and even better as week 3. You have any questions or comments? Who are your picks for the week? Put it down at the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to my page. And we will see you back here next week for week 4 wrap-up. I'll talk to y'all soon. Relatively up and out. Peace.